Hi everyone, this is Kim from KILA Create Printables and welcome to this tutorial. Today I'm going to be working with the Aussie Outback Traveller Journal Kit. This is a special project for me because if you have subscribed to my newsletter or if you're a member of my Facebook group, then you'll know that in November this year I'm taking off on a trip with my family in our caravan, and we're heading from the east coast of Australia, and we're heading all the way across the country to the west coast to go and see family and to have a little bit of a trip away. So we're going to be on the road for at least 2 months, so I'm really looking forward to that. But I wanted to make a journal to take with me so that I can document our travels. So what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to show you how I'm going to make this journal. So I've got 3 pieces of card here that I've already cut. This is from an old post box, so I'm just using some cardboard from some packaging. So I've cut 2 pieces that are 21 centimeters by 15 centimeters, and then I've made my spine quite big because I've got quite a few pages that I want to put into this journal because we're going to be away for so long. I'm sort of allowing at least 2 pages a day for me to write down what we're doing and what we've seen. So my spine is actually 8 centimeters wide, which is round about 3 inches. So it's quite a big spine. Okay, so I've just got from the kit here, I've got some of the papers, the matte papers, and a couple of the plain papers, and then one of the pages from the journal kit. So I'm just going to get started and I'll see where this takes me. So grab a cup of tea or coffee and sit back and follow along. Okay, so off camera I had a little bit of a mishap with my rub and buff. I really like the look of this product, but I find it really difficult to use, and I just put a bit too much on when I was trying to do the little brads here, and I ended up with it all over the paper. So I've pulled that off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a piece of this matching ribbon that I have, and I'm going to cover that up and put the plaque back over the top. So that'll teach me in the future to not try and use rub and buff straight onto my journal cover, and to do it before I actually glue things down. Okay, so I've got the signatures sewn in now, and I put those pockets in the center of each of the signatures. So what I want to do now is add some more pockets, but I don't want to add a lot of pockets, because the whole purpose of this journal is to take away with me on my travels so that I can journal what we do each day. So I've put lots of pages in with the lines on them so that I have the space to do that, but I do still want a few pockets so that I can stick in any ephemera that I collect while we're away and that sort of thing. So this kit doesn't actually come with pockets. So this kit is what I call one of my larger journal kits, and the way that I've designed it is more for actually writing about your travels. So there's 15 journal pages in this rather than the usual 10 in my kits, and then there's also a stack of papers and some envelopes and some ephemera. So what I've done is I've taken some of the papers. So if you have a look through how I've laid this out, this particular journal page with the map in the background, I've got sort of scattered throughout, and I plan to use these pages to either put ephemera in on the pockets, and then I could probably write on top of it if I wanted to, but also I've got these pages in here so that I can add photos of our trip and that sort of thing. So what I've done is I've printed out those journal pages. So there's two versions. There's one that has the leaves on the side and then one that's plain. And then I've just cut them up to make pockets. So I printed out 3 of each so that I ended up with 12 pockets. So I've just sort of cut rectangles, and I've cut a slanted pocket, and then I've cut some vertical pockets. So it's very easy to do with any papers that you can find in any journal kit. You can make your own pockets this way, and it's really quick and effective. Now what I've also done is I've printed out this paper that's in the front and the back. I want to have pockets there as well, but I want these ones to be able to fit a little bit more inside them. So what I did was I cut my slant, and then I folded 1 centimeter from the edge all the way around, and then just trimmed those corners off, and did the same with this one so that I can make a pocket that's got a little bit more space in it. So I'm just going to get to it and glue all of these in, and then we'll see where we're at. Okay, so I've finished putting all of the pockets into the journal. Just wanted to show you, this is all the ephemera that comes in the journal kit, as well as the envelopes. So I've cut all of this out and prepared it because I'm going to take this with me. I don't want to start using this yet. I want to use this as I travel. So I'm just going to pop all of that into one of the pockets in the journal and use pieces as I go. So just a little bit about this journal before I wrap up. I ended up with 3 signatures, and there are 13 sheets in each signature. And I've actually printed everything on 120 GSM paper because I wanted this journal to be a little bit sturdier and be able to withstand writing in it every day. So I've used thicker paper because of that. And because I've used the thicker paper, it has turned out quite thick in the signatures. I would usually normally just use about 8 to 10 sheets, but I wanted to make sure that I have enough pages in here to cover the whole trip while I'm away. So I'm really pleased with how this has turned out. Even though I made that mistake on the cover, I just love what I ended up coming up with. So thank you for watching this KILA Create Printables tutorial. I hope you enjoyed crafting along with me as I made this Aussie Outback Traveller's journal. Please check the description down below for a link to my Etsy store where you can find this printable kit and a stack of other printables. Please also check the description for a link to my Facebook group where you can come and join us and join in lots of crafting fun and download a stack of freebies. You might also like this video and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials.